Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Under the Bud and the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben. As always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And the ghost of Pete.
That implies he's dead.
Force ghost of Pete.
The ghost of Pete's tooth.
The ghost of Pete's tooth. There we go. He's not here this week because he's had a minor surgery to remove a tooth. So, it's just, you just took a
minor surgery.
I just like the idea of it.
It sounds like loads worse than it is.
I'll guarantee you that Pete will love the fact I've called it minor surgery.
Okay.
But yeah, no Pete this week. Just us three. Weekly Weird News is the show where we bring you the weirdest stuff we've found on the net this week. Sometimes it's funny, most of the time it's tragic. Sometimes most of the time, at least it's 100% weird.
Yep, that's why it's called Weird News.
Let's do it. This one's terrified me. Almost half of all Americans surveyed think the US should be a Christian nation.
That's probably come down, hasn't it?
I don't know, man. They think that Christian beliefs, values and morality ought to be reflected in US laws and policies.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of a scare tactic because I'm sure that I've seen graphs where the amount of agnostic and atheism is rising year on year.
It is, but still,
so they're getting smaller and smaller.
It depends where they're doing this interview, doesn't it? If they're doing this survey in the Bible Belt, then...
Well, obviously it's going to be skewed, isn't it?
The Pew Research Centre has conducted a survey looking at Christian nationalism, with researchers saying that while 45% of Americans say that the US should be a Christian nation, the respondents had a widely varying beliefs on what that should entail.
Pews in church research centre.
I guess so, could be.
Squiffed already, isn't it? You know?
I think that's a coincidence, I'm not sure.
Probably. Maybe, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
Far-right Republicans, such as Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert and Pennsylvania Gumba National nominee Doug Mastriano, have rejected the idea of separation between church and state, and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, although I don't think she's a representative anymore.
Isn't she?
I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know.
Shouldn't be.
She's publicly identified with the term Christian nationalism.
Oh God. Mike Pence.
Of course, Mikey Pence would be down for it. One person wrote in a survey, though, to be fair, that they used to think the view that the US should be a Christian nation was a positive thing, but now with the MAGA crowd I view it as racist, homophobic and anti-woman. That's an interesting take on it.
Is that wrong?
Or they are not wrong, just as person. The poll was conducted, don't assume his gender.
What did I say?
He.
I apologise.
Don't assume their gender,
Sorry.
right? The poll was conducted last month. 60% said they think the US was originally intended to be a Christian nation, which it wasn't. You have freedom of religion. It's in the Constitution. A lot of the founding fathers thought that Christianity was bollocks too.
Did they?
Yeah, Jefferson wrote a book called The Life and Times of Jesus Christ. Life and Teachings of Jesus Christ. It took out the Bible, took out all the miracles and just put it to stuff that Jesus said. And so there you go, have a look at that. You know, just be nice to one another. He took out all the miracles, all the divinity and just the teachings of Jesus.
I'm for that, to be fair. It's the best part of the Bible, and the only bit that I think is of any worth.
Yeah, they didn't want the church getting involved, which is why they insisted on a separation of church and state. So that's a woeful lack of understanding of your own history,
course,
really.
Yeah.
33% said it's still one today. Most think that churches and other houses of worship should stay out of politics, which is something. 67%, while 31% think that religious institutions should share their views on political and social issues, or most of them do already.
Yeah.
Most of the 45% of Americans who said the US should be a Christian nation declined to take extreme stances, with the majority, 52%, of the group saying the government shouldn't announce any faith as the official religion of the state. Although just over a quarter, 28%, thought Christianity should be officially recognised as the state religion, and 52% believe the government should argue for moral values shared by a number of religions, while 24% said it should push for Christian values. I think it's terrifying having this sort of thing at all. So no, just keep it fucking apart, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with the one where they don't say anything. They shouldn't say anything. We're just America.
America!
Land of the free.
Fuck yeah.
Land of the free or whatever it is.
Land of the free.
And the home of the brave. That's all I know with their national anthem. Something about a rocket's red glare as well. Yeah.
But they're not even a democracy now.
Well, no one is anymore.
Well, there's varying levels, isn't there? But it's proved that they're an oligarchy.
I'm just a bit shocked that it's come to... They want that, and then what does that... Is that like... Do we end up with an American Taliban in that scenario? Like the Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
You know, Christian fascist. Yeah, it's not good.
Nope.
Can't argue with people. You can't debate with people of faith because you just go, sorry, God doesn't want that.
Yep.
But if you... I think that also what it's saying is some think Christian beliefs, values and morality ought to be reflected in like laws and policies. It's because like, you know, some people from other countries sort of that have got different laws still act the same way when they go to, you know, America and whatnot.
How so?
Well, with, you know, having like there's female genital mutilation, there's also trafficking, all sorts, underage marriage and that lot. And
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that goes against the laws, doesn't it?
Pardon?
That goes against the laws of the land.
Yeah.
But some can get away with it if they claim religious exemption. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're
Yeah, or you know, it just happens, like female genital mutilation, they take the girls back to the other country, don't they?
Yeah, because it's legal there, isn't it?
Yeah. But, you know, sometimes it does happen in you know, it happens in the UK, it's happening in the US.
Oh, it's something that needs to be looked at big time. Can't be doing that.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to say, isn't it, you know?
Yeah, there's Christian beliefs like, you know, no sex before marriage, things like that.
No wearing mixed fabrics on a Friday.
No eating fish on a Friday.
Women's rights
or you
down
can
the
eat
pan.
fish on a Friday.
And women's rights down the pan.
Yeah, no abortions.
Mixed race marriage down the pan, that's gone.
No homosexuality, that's
No
Do
gone.
you think they're going that far?
Yeah, of course, that's what they mean, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
When you say Christian nationalism, yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Oh, wow.
You want to go back to sort of, in a way, I suppose it's like the dutiful wife stays at home, raises the kids, we'll go to church on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That kind of that's almost like little sort of 1950s suburbia kind of life.
That's just moving backwards. That's stupid.
Wife's you end up Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, but nearly half of all Americans think that should be the law now. All these things should be a Christian nation.
What's considered foreign policy is you've got a bunch of people who are saying, well, we're going to use the Bible and Christian belief as a playbook to our foreign policy. Well, all those Arab Muslim countries aren't going to be very friendly with the US and vice versa.
And what about all the mosques and all the Jewish temples in America?
Hindu temples.
They're all sacrilegious, aren't they? Praying to another god. You can't have that. They'll have to go.
Second-class citizens, or asked to convert. Mm-hmm. Who knows how far it could go? You know,
it's a possibility.
Christian fascism. It's terrifying. I don't like it.
Nope.
Everyone's burning Harry Potter books in the street, which they're already doing. No, something slightly more, well, not as depressing. Well, sad in a way, but...
The world's dirtiest man dies in Iran at 94, a few months after his first wash.
I was like, when they said dirtiest man, I was like, what? He's been on the most registers.
Amu Haji, who did not bathe for half a century, reportedly ate roadkill and smoked pipe filled with animal excrement.
Hardcore!
And he made it in 94?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
What's he getting from the animal excrement?
Must be getting something.
Yeah. If he did it more than once, yeah, he must be getting something.
Haji, covered in soot and living in a cinder block shack, was reported by local media not to have bathed with water or soap in more than 60 years.
Wow.
Villagers said he has experienced emotional setbacks in his youth that led him to refuse to wash. It's a shame. In 2014, the Tehran Times reported that Hadji would eat roadkill, smoke a pipe filled with animal excrement, and believed that cleanliness would make him ill. He was right in a way, wasn't he?
Photos showed him smoking multiple cigarettes at once. 94! Go on to the end there.
Yeah, I'm just taking a toke on.
Sorry.
After Hadji's death, the unofficial record could go to an Indian man who was also not bathed for much of his life. Yeah.
A few months ago, villagers persuaded him to wash for the first time and he fucking died.
Yeah. He would reject water in favour of what he called a fire bath. Every evening as villagers gather, he lights a bonfire, smokes marijuana and stands on a leg praying to Lord Shiva.
Isn't that what you do?
He said it was just like using water to take a bath. Fire bath helps kill all the germs and infections in the body.
Well, yeah, I don't know how he's doing a fire bath, but...
Standing in the smoke, I guess.
But the heat sort of peel back any grime off you.
Not by the looks of him.
That's not him though, that's the Iranian guy.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about.
No, he wasn't doing the fire bath, that was an Indian dude.
Ah, right.
Well, it would kill quite a bit of bacteria because it can only, survive at a certain heat, so...
You're standing there smoking a joint on one leg in front of the fire.
As close as you can get, that's, why you look so wrinkled.
In 2040, that's when civilization collapses, that's how we're all going to be bathing.
Yeah.
Imagine if we have blackouts in this country from 4 till 7. Well, that's...
We'll only be in the rivers and the, lakes and that during the summer, won't we?
No, I'm going to have a fire bath.
You're not even going to bathe in the summer.
Well, now I'm going to have a fire bath. I'm going to stand on one leg, smoke a joint and stand in front of the fire. Be purified by flame.
You're not going to smoke the animal shit then?
Nah, I'm not down for that.
I'll give it a go.
Oh well. 94 though. Seems like he just had a bit of a death wish and you're just being mocked by death. Lord, let me die!
One bath and it killed him.
One bath and it killed him. Maybe he was, when it's an emotional setback, maybe he sees a vision saying, look, if you have a bath, you'll die.
Yeah. You got a premonition.
Yeah. Maybe you got a blow to the head. It's like, don't have a bath, you'll die. Maybe he made some kind of deal. Maybe he sold his soul for something, I don't know.
What, animal shit?
Yeah, got bad. Maybe the animal shit got him off his fucking tits.
If he sold his soul, mate, he did not get a good deal.
No, that's what I mean, he was dumb. He got a really bad deal. He got a really bad deal. I have altered the deal. Pray I do not short any further.
Any further?
I'm going to smoke animals from a pipe.
Eat roadkill and not bathe.
Yeah, but you'll live forever. I did say I wanted immortality.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, that's Satan's sense of humour. Yeah, you can live forever, but you don't get any of the perks of fucking loads of women.
It's that film Bedazzled, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good film, that.
Sir Brendan Fraser.
And the original's not bad either.
I haven't seen the original. I used to like seeing Liz Hurley in that red catsuit.
Oh, yeah.
Peak Liz Hurley. Mind you, she's still hot now. Hi, Liz. If you're listening. Yeah, but you don't get her by living like that. So he sold his soul for immortality, and Satan went, yeah, alright, but the way you survive is you don't bathe and you smoke animal shit.
You're Trixie, you're devil.
You are Trixie Lucifer.
Moving on. Somerset Gimp incident leaves locals too scared to go out.
This is a returning guest on the show, the Somerset Gimp. This is the third time now.
Third time. And it's always in Somerset.
Yep.
Ooh.
You must have seen this.
I'm not sure. I don't think I have.
Maybe it was before Clair's time.
Yeah.
Sure we had one recently, because he's been active again.
Oh. Pictures show a lane where the latest Somerset Gimp incident took place as locals say they're too scared to go jogging. The street in Cleve is where the man in full rubber suit and face mask was spotted, sparking a large police response. I got the whole 2 of them on it.
I always imagine it's like Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Gimp's on the loose again. We'll get him.
He looks like that one out of Slipknot. Locals say that 2 young men are walking home from the pub when the Gimp jumps out, covered in mud and making strange noises.
I read an interview with these guys today.
Yeah.
A bit of a follow-up. They'd been at the pub celebrating the ones with us, so they're a bit bearded up and they didn't run off. They were just like, "You're right there, mate. What's going on with you?" And he starts rolling around in the mud, making strange noises. They said he was covered in what smelled like animal shit.
Right.
And they just offered him a fag.
Did he take it?
He took it and ran off, yeah.
Unzipped his mouth, put it in, like.
No, he just took it in his hand and he ran off.
Well, there's been numerous sightings of the Gimp over the last few years in the village and 2 others nearby. What, 2 other villages nearby?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's doing the rounds.
Yeah.
Maybe it's copycat Gimps.
Well, is that an update to this? What date's this article?
Maybe it's a Gimp party and they're daring each other to go out to
28th.
the local.
Oh, no. Said their police had arrested a man. Update. Man arrested.
Oh, they've got him.
We'll read the article first, though. And we'll have to see if he has been held. He was captured in the Gimp suit.
So after locals were fearing to go out, one said, "I stopped going out for a jog and the Gimp man was about a year ago. I started going out again, but he's back."
After the latest sighting, a man was arrested and bailed, so he's been let back out, so presumably he's under suspicion,
It's not indecent exposure, is it?
I guess not. It's being creepy, though.
What would they have it? What were they doing for?
It's not a fray, it's not...
Public disorder?
Public indecency or public disorder, I'm
It's
guessing.
not indecency if he's all covered up.
Public disorder, then.
Public disorder, how is it,
Scaring the locals,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
What I think should happen is that one of the locals, the hardest local, should dress as Batman. Right, and just walk around on patrol. There can even be a Robin, or there can be several Batmen. Whatever. And they should patrol about, and like if they see him, just kick the shit out of him and then call the police.
It's not illegal to be in a Gimp suit though, is it?
It is if you're scaring people with it. What if he thinks he's a master criminal? We need to find his dom.
He's hardly a master criminal if he was on, all the security and videotapes and CCTV. There's only, one Gimp man walking around, isn't there, really?
Yeah, but we need to find his dom.
Right, okay.
Don't we? It could be a male, could be a female, we don't know.
Yeah.
We need to find his dom, because they're obviously the ones making him go out like this. So some kind of humiliation kink, innit?
Or,
It's
like I
gotta
say,
be.
it's a Gimp party and they're playing truth or dare. I dare you to go out in the local village, walk to the pub and back, try and scab a cigarette off somebody.
What's more likely, though? Just a Gimp party where they do
That's why he
dares?
ran off and was like, yes, I got it.
Or he's got a humiliation kink
Bit of both.
that he's getting off on. And that's why he's like, he goes quiet for a bit, he gets satisfied, and he escalates.
Sitting on a bench, masturbating his long...
This one goes home.
The Slipknot nose. That's public indecency.
Either way, the Somerset Gimp is back. And who knows what he's thirsty for? Cigarettes, presumably.
Do you think he'd get pulled in by the police if he was like a Teletubby colour and was just like, I'm just a Teletubby officer?
I think it's the jumping out and scaring people.
Yeah.
That's a problem, isn't it?
I didn't jump out. I just stepped out and they were there. They're clearly drunk.
So just now, he's been doing this
Yeah.
for years. Jumping out at women, walking home at night, things like that. You know, I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate a Gimp jumping out at you on the way home from the pub, would you?
Make a change.
I suppose it would.
It would make a change, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Alright, next one. The unluckiest chap in the world, man 27, is allergic to his own orgasm and suffers flu-like symptoms whenever he ejaculates. Oh, fucking hell. A man has had to abstain from sex because he was allergic to his own orgasm, doctors have revealed.
It's a shitter, isn't it?
It is. The 27-year-old, who wasn't identified, would suffer flu-like symptoms whenever he ejaculated. His distressing illness, thought to have started a decade earlier, meant he'd actively avoided having sex or even getting into a romantic relationship. Although a bizarre condition, the man, whose ordeal was published in a medical journal, is not alone. So far, experts have uncovered nearly 60 cases of men with what has been labelled post-orgasmic illness syndrome. Scientists think it's an allergic or autoimmune response to their own sperm, which is the cause of the men's suffering. You're allergic to your own semen.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
You're not meant to rub it in your face. You know, I could imagine the tip of your... Do you think the tip of their knobs get a bit sore as well as what?
Yeah.
As sniffy nose?
Maybe. Well, it's not just a sniffy nose, it's a fever, a cough, sneezing, muscle weakness, as well as issues with their speech, concentration and memory.
Yeah.
The issues can continue for between 2 days and a week after they've ejaculated. So even a sly one,
Yeah.
alone on your own, that's going to give you the flu,
Yep.
basically.
Oh.
That's why you need spermicidal cream in a scenario
Hey.
like.
Yep. Squirt up your knob before you wank.
What is your issue with putting things up your knob?
Well,
You just got this thing with, like,
how else would you administer it? Tell me.
rub it over the tip, just insert it down there.
No, because not all your sperm comes out, does it?
Well, just use it after, immediately.
Before and after. Makes sense.
Don't want to shove it up there, though. You don't think we're shoving things up there, man.
Because I can't think of anything more horrible.
If there's something
That's
you want to
funny.
tell us, we'll hold an intervention for you.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Many health providers do not know about it, let alone the public, said Mr. Sham Holzer of Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine in the US.
I think we're doing a public health service here.
Oh, wow. So if you, at home, listener, have an orgasm and you feel ill after,
Yeah.
tell them that it's post-orgasmic illness syndrome at work and you might get paid for it. In case I'm diagnosed by a doctor. I had a wank, I won't be in for a week.
What would you do though? You just never have sex or never have a wank?
Well, you can't, can you? Because you get these symptoms. So, I mean, if you want to risk it,
I mean,
feeling shit for a week after.
it's not the feeling shit that worries me, it's the lack of concentration, memory loss and fucking muscle weakness that worries me. The flu I can live
it.
with, that. I don't need more memory loss.
I'm guessing they haven't got any treatment for it then.
No?
So, normally the sperm has a membrane separating it from the rest of the body, but if this is damaged, the body can turn on itself. The immune cells in the body are trained to attack any foreign substance found. There are special cells called Sertoli cells that nurture and surround sperm and keep it isolated from immune cells. When the Sertoli cells are damaged, the sperm is exposed to the immune system for the first time, and the immune system attacks the sperm like it is a virus or foreign bacterium.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh no, they have found a way.
Oh,
The lymph glands on his face and neck would swell up as well. Fucking hell.
shit.
He'd been to see a whole host of doctors, including urologists, ear, nose and throat specialists and even infectious disease experts. His testicles had been scanned, he had his semen and hormones analysed, but all results were normal. He was given antibiotics. But after trying different antihistamines on the patient, they found that a specific long-acting one called flexofenadine has led to a 90% reduction in his symptoms.
Hey,
So that's
there you go.
something. Good old Big Pharma, eh? Letting men jizz without fear of the flu and a swollen lymph gland. Bastards, though, aren't they? As well.
I'd have tried
Yeah.
a period straight off, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I
Obviously
don't
didn't,
know.
they weren't working. Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's a shitty thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Although 90% reduction in symptoms, that's not too bad, is it?
Nah.
But still, annoying.
Incredibly so.
Okay, moving on. Python swallows woman at plantation in
Fucking
Indonesia.
hell.
Body of 54-year-old worker found in stomach of 7-metre snake on island of Sumatra.
Fucking hell. That's a big ass snake.
Yeah.
That's a 9-metre one, but Jesus.
Searching on Sunday night, her husband discovered her sandals, headscarf, jacket and the tools she used at work and called for others to help, police told local media. The following morning, a python was spotted nearby. When the security team and residents conducted a search around the rubber plantation, they then found a python 7 metres long. It is this snake that is suspected of preying on the victim. After we caught him, we found the victim's body in the snake's stomach.
Oh, Jesus.
Never.
Yeah.
So I presume they had to shoot it, open it up, and then they found her half digested in there. Oh, that's fucking grim.
Isn't it?
Oh, can you identify her, please, husband?
Yeah.
Oh,
She
that's
wouldn't
just...
be half digested, she'd be pretty intact.
Would she?
Yeah. Takes ages for them to digest them, but you know.
Still, there'd be a few scars and things, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Burnt away a little bit from the
Oh,
acid.
it'd be nasty, yeah.
Like, so it's just... It's like, you know, when Han cuts that tauntaun open and the guts just fall out.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be like that?
Yeah.
Like, they open it up and they open the snake up and she's just like... with that squelchy noise. And she's just like... Lester can't see me pulling a face and doing my hands a bit burnty from the digestive acids, and you gotta identify her. Oh... That's just grim.
No.
She must be quite small, though.
I imagine, yeah, probably. They're not the tallest people, the Indonesians.
No, and especially a 54-year-old Indonesian woman, I'd imagine, is
Quite petite.
quite petite.
On the way to work, though, you get fucking eaten by a snake. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck, that is unlucky. It's like they found her sandals, her headscarf, and the tools, so she ditched her sandals.
Well, I get.
Oh, the snake just vomited them back
Yeah,
up.
imagine the snake vomited it up.
Imagine she's like got a tool and she has to cut her way out from the
Or
inside.
just kick it, you know. She might be kicking. It
Yeah,
might
true.
Wraps round her. Constricted her first. You know,
Yeah, well, I squeezed them off.
Because it's not going to go face first into her. With her
That's
kicking
true,
and
I wanted to
screaming.
go in and kicking and screaming.
No, it's going to crush her first.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh, so when you pull her out, all her bones are broke as well.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, it just gets worse.
No,
yeah.
but it doesn't crush the bones. It just, every time you let a breath out, it constricts, so you can't take another breath back in. So you're just like,
Oh, fuck.
because it just gets tighter and tighter, and then you just turn blue in the face, I should imagine.
What a horrible
Pass out.
fucking way to die.
It's
But until
terrifying,
that
isn't it?
point, you're gonna be kicking, aren't you? You know?
Yeah.
So I should
Your sandals are going to come off.
Sandals are gonna come off.
My headscarf's going to come off. I've reaching for my tools as well, I want it. And I can't. Oh. Sure.
Horrific, isn't
How
it?
didn't you see it though? You know what I mean? That big beast like that coming towards her. You know, you
Well-
could have dodged that shit.
Oh man, if it was 6 a.m. and I'm leaving for
Coming
work,
out the
I wouldn't
trees,
fucking
innit?
notice.
Yeah. You're walking along the tree line.
Might have just darted out at her.
Yeah.
Snakes are quite fast, can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put a giant python in front of me at 6:20 in the morning when I leave for the bus, right, I wouldn't fucking notice.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna prank him.
I wouldn't notice. You could
Steal a snake from the
that
sea.
thing could slither right up right in front of me. Wouldn't
Like a
fucking know.
tripwire.
I might step over it. Fucking hell. I mean, I took my housemate's keys to work with me the one day. He left them in the door, and I just straight out the house, open thing. He rang me up at 10:30. Like, you got my keys? Have I? Yeah, yours are still here. I wouldn't genuinely wouldn't notice. I don't wake up until I'm on the bus. I think that's why I haven't learned to drive. The bus journey wakes me up. No, I just lie in bed for longer. If I
Believe me, that'd fucking wake you up if you seen that.
Yeah, fucking. I don't know, man.
We'll have to test it.
I don't know if I'd notice.
Will Ben get swallowed by a 7-foot snake?
I told you we did have a rat in the canteen this week. The canteen in the warehouse is like a shipping container that's been done out a bit inside, just like a cavity wall and seats and eating. I mean, a rat had got in the cavity wall. It was scrabbling at the air vent.
Never. Nice.
Yeah.
Don't eat there.
No.
Nah, funny enough, I haven't gone there to eat.
Right. Woman named Snow White arrested with 100,000 cockroaches and feces ridden in her home. Ugh.
Snow White more like snow shite, isn't it?
Never. She's a social worker and her name's Karen Keys. She's 51 and she's accused of keeping 300 animals in her home alongside hundreds of thousands of cockroaches. And the conditions were described as toxic and brutal.
What the fuck? What? How did no one notice this?
She's a social worker.
Now the 300 animals, that's bad enough. Why are you keeping hundreds of thousands of cockroaches alive in your house?
I don't know.
I don't understand why she's called Snow White as well.
Well, because
She looks a bit like
Snow White, yeah.
Yeah.
Snow shite now.
And I suppose love for animals.
Right, she's got 118 rabbits, 150 birds, 7 tortoises, 3 snakes, 15 cats, and amongst others.
I mean, you've got things that are going to prey on the other animals in the house.
It's true, isn't it?
I mean, I suppose it's going to keep the numbers down, but...
I should imagine she's got the rabbits in the garden, the birds in an aviary, I don't know. Maybe some tortoises with the rabbits. They wouldn't start on each other, would they?
Well, they race each other.
Potentially. So officials said on Tuesday the 18th of October, when the rescuers stepped inside, that they had to wear hazmat suits as they battled the toxic conditions.
Oh my God.
The smell was said to have been so bad that it was advised not to stay inside more than a few minutes during its urine and faeces covered floor. It's making my eyes water just thinking about it. I just can't believe this woman was a social worker.
I know.
Started to raise suspicions earlier this month when firefighters were called to the property in New York where she also sees her patients. Fuck off!
Surely does she have one nice room or something?
Her clients are said to have set off the alarm.
So what? That they've
Dobbed her in,
dobbed
yeah.
her in.
I'm surprised.
Her friend Danielle Ward said Keys found out that the pet store was closing and went to rescue all the animals because she didn't want them to be homeless.
Oh, I mean, it's a noble cause, but come
Yeah, but she's
on.
still mentally ill.
Yeah.
When she found an animal that was sick or needed a home, she went and took it under her wing. It is a noble cause, but then, there's enough is enough, and if, if everybody's quality of life is diminishing,
Yeah, it's not good.
Suffolk County Prosecutor Jed Painter commented, "It's a terrible living environment and no animal or human should have to endure it." Prosecutors confirmed that all the animals are expected to survive.
Oh, that's good.
However, several animal specialists were called to help respond to the situation. Keys has been charged with counts of animal cruelty, confinement, and could be sent to jail.
Yeah.
So she meant well when she
She
started
meant well,
out,
yeah.
and then it's all gone tits up, hasn't it?
It has, hasn't it?
I might have been too
I
harsh.
don't know
I think it's spiralled.
I think it has spiralled along,
I don't think throwing her in jail is the answer.
No.
I
Maybe it's like not let her keep that many animals again.
Yeah, let her get some help from mental health professionals, and throwing her in jail's not going to solve anything, is it?
No, it isn't. No, and that's the end of the show. Well,
on that
bombshell, I'm going to say I've been Ben. You can follow us on Facebook at Cutting the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, on most podcasting platforms at Cutting the Ball in the PTA, and at YouTube at Apocalypse Ball. Thanks for listening, and I'm going to say that if you have sold the soul to your devil for immortality, and you get to 94, and you've done that by smoking cigarettes and animal poo, and not bathing, and then they force you to bathe, don't run away from those people.
Just don't bathe.
Don't bathe, run away from them.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't take it all the animals.
You're not Noah.
No.